Welcome back to another episode of The Future of Hollywood. We are sitting down with an amazing actor, director, writer, and all-around artist, Mr. Brionne Davis. Now, we've talked about your experience with being in an Oscar-nominated film last year. The first thing I want to talk about now is where were you when you first found out that you guys got the nomination? Tell us that.
In bed. Asleep.
By yourself or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Well, my dog,
okay.
Mambe. I didn't want to have any. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't until it just happened. I didn't want to, because I get anxious, anxiety. I know how to deal with it, and it's to not take anything. It's not. I don't want to hold on to anything. I don't want. Right. I've got hope, but I don't have. It's got to happen a certain way. So I just wanted to. It was going to happen whether I was awake or not. So the next thing, my phone, and they're screaming in my ear, and 5:30 in the morning, and then my phone just text, and everybody's calling me, and my Facebook is going crazy, and all the things that could go ding were going ding. And I woke up, and the day was phenomenal. A lot of people came out. I threw an impromptu party that night, and a lot of you guys came, which was amazing.
And it's like, I say this all the time, and we talked about this in the last episode as well. Hard work does pay off, but Hollywood doesn't always celebrate excellence. Sometimes you could work hard and be a great actor and an amazing talent, but you don't get the opportunities to be rewarded in any way. And every actor shouldn't do it to be rewarded, but at the same time, when you do get rewarded like this, it must be surreal. I mean, it's like, did your whole career flash in front of your face? And those days where you were going to an audition and driving home crying or devastated or rejected, did all those moments become worthwhile? I mean, this is the future of Hollywood. This is what they want to know. You know what I mean? So that's all I care about in this story. How did it feel after all this hard work and all these years to finally get that call?
I wish I could say it was this magical, powerful, incredible, holy shit, what the hell experience. It wasn't. It was, there was surreal, but there was also matter of fact. It was like, of course.
You did it. That's right.
And every single time I've ever gotten that call, like on a film or something that I was rewarded for, I'm like, yeah, okay, of course.
Good.
Because I just know instinctively, intuitively, and I know that if I put in the work, if I put in those things, and I don't need the validation. I don't need the, I know that. I don't like it when people say you should be proud of yourself. Mm-hmm. Of course I'm proud of myself. Why would I be doing this to believe in it if I'm, and I'll take it and say thank you and everything. But,
no, but you're right.
And I think there's the same thing with dreams. Your dreams are not, they're not something ethereal. There's not something unapproachable. The dreams are visions for you to listen to observe, to hear, and most people think, oh, you're chasing your dream. Oh, that's wonderful. No, everybody should be chasing their dream. Everybody should be listening to what that is, because that's your purpose.
And that right there is good advice for young Hollywood and the future of Hollywood, because it's like, if you're there for the red carpet, if you think that you're just going to come here and say, okay, in a few months or a couple years. Good.
I will say this though, there was a little bit of I told you so to a few people. There was, because good. It's people base their opinion of you and they give you advice based on their own limitations. Yeah. And I've always said that, Brionne Davis, that it's and I've watched that and I've always taken advice from people who laugh a lot. I've taken advice from people who have accomplished something and are happy, I believe that. So, those are the people that understand the bigger picture.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you're the one, when you look in the mirror, there's only one person looking back at you, and that's who you really owe it to. Pursuing your dreams and your hopes and desires. And, we talk about validation, you validate yourself. How far have you come? That should be enough. However, sometimes it's really good to get national validation. So let's cut to, you're on the red carpet and you're at the Oscars.
Yeah.
And there's Lady Gaga and Jared Leto and all these people that a lot of actors that a lot of people look up to. But I say this in class all the time. They're human beings and you're a human being. These people are your peers. Now, maybe they have a lot more experience and got a lot more validation over the years, but they're not better than you. They're not a better artist just because they're more recognized. Now you have the same tux on, well, a similar tux as just about every single person that was there that day. How does that feel? You being in that room, not working, not sweeping up, not catering, as an actor, as talent. Talk to me about this.
You're right. I've always considered myself a peer of those people, I guess, if you're going to lump them into a group. I've always understood if I hear Benicio del Toro talk about his craft and I talk about his process and everything, I think that's exactly mine. That's what I do. That's the kind of work that I put in. Brie Larson put out a tweet the other day, was fantastic. She said, keep doing it, keep the work, keep going. You got to work hard. It's not easy. It's taken her 20 years to get there. That's my words exactly. So you understand that everybody's in this process. Everybody's in the same group. I have an incredible amount of respect for Leonardo DiCaprio because he's never taken it for granted. He's always worked hard. He's never stopped appreciating the craft and appreciating his role in what he's supposed to do. Yeah. He doesn't take advantage of his position. So there was a matter of like mutual respect, which was fantastic. I didn't have to explain myself. I didn't have to, sell myself. Yeah. I was in that room with those people, having dialogue with these people who are, just like us. They just had an opportunity. But there's something that most of them are tapped into, and that's their divinity. Especially someone like, all of them. I can't say that there's, one person that I didn't feel that way. But, Lady Gaga grabbed my hand and she, said, congratulations, beautiful film. I know. Thank you. I said, thank you. Congratulations to you. You get to be you. Yeah. But there was something when she was holding my hand, there was something really just powerful and divine about it. And I think that these people are tapped into that.
Well, I say this all the time too. There's a common thread between all successful people, not just actors. Anyone that had any kind of success in business or whatever the case may be. It's their drive and their determination and their steadfast and their perseverance.
They admit and claim their voice.
Exactly.
And they admit their purpose.
Exactly. And they are brave. You could be ignorant to say, okay, I'm just going to do this and I don't know that there's any danger. And that's not bravery. Bravery is to know that there's danger, to know that there's a lot at stake and to do it anyway and persevere through that. Now, I guarantee that every single person in that room or in any room where there's successful people all have that. But in that particular room, that particular night was a little bit different than years past. Diversity in Hollywood is something that everybody's talking about. And I know that you are very passionate about this as well. Now, there was a different vibe. Anyone that watched the Oscars, there was a much different vibe. Things that may have been funny years ago were just not funny. And there was a lot of sensitivity and people crossing the line and people being afraid to cross the line, being PC, not being PC. And I think it's a step in the right direction, but I think that it's one step in a long road So when we come back in the next episode, I want you to talk about what diversity means to you and why you're so passionate about it and why you think it's so important moving forward for the future of Hollywood. Okay?
Okay.
So that is all the time we have for this episode. And the next episode, we're going to be talking about diversity in Hollywood, a subject that I am very passionate about. Okay? But this is not the end. It's just the beginning, because the future of Hollywood knows that the best is yet to come. Okay, excellent.